Hey everybody, back today again. This is a thread video from my friend Sam St. John. About a week ago, Sam put up a great video celebrating Black History Month. He wanted us to show different African American artists we have in our collection, so that's what I'm going to do today. Not enough of it in the vinyl community, as far as I'm concerned. Everybody tends to concentrate on classic rock or prog rock or metal or folk or some of the other or punk or some of the other genres, but not a lot of soul and R&B and Motown here that I want to show, honoring them during February here in Black History Month. So, without any further ado, Chuck Berry, the Great 28. Uh, Early rock and roll, obviously, just one smash hit after the next. Great guitar player, fantastic songwriter, uh, one of the pioneers of rock and roll. You got Maybelline, Roll Over Beethoven, Rock and Roll Music, Reelin' and Rockin', Sweet Little 16, Johnny B. Good, Carol, Memphis, Little Queenie, No Particular Place to Go, just on and on and on. Back in the USA. Great, great rock and roll. Got to have that in your collection. Right around the same time, we have this cat, Little Richard Penniman. Uh, Sort of a piano thumping, kind of flamboyant, early rock and roller, Tutti Frutti, Long Tall Sally, Slip It and Slide In, Rip It Up. Just The Girl Can't Help It. Tremendous ambassador to the early days of rock and roll. About 18 great songs on there. Also out of New Orleans, you've got Fats Domino. He had his own unique style. Walking to New Orleans, My Blue Heaven, Blueberry Hill. These guys were cranking out hits. It was early days of rock and roll, so it was a novelty. They didn't know how long it would last. And a lot of the black artists laid the foundation for what was to come. Ray Charles, got to mention Ray, the genius, a.k.a., that's his nickname, and deservedly so. A blind man being able to play and write and create and just do everything that he did, and do it with a smile on his face. We got to give him all the credit in the world. And what a fantastic artist. So I had some Ray Charles. The hits: Hit the Road Jack, I Can't Stop Loving You, One Mint Julep, Busted, all those great songs. Early doo-wop, the Drifters, what a smooth sound they had. There Goes My Baby, Save the Last Dance for Me, This Magic Moment, I Count the Tears. Beautiful. On Broadway, Up on the Roof. What else is on here? Under the Boardwalk. Great, great sound of the Drifters. And two of those guys had solo careers, Clyde McPhatter and, of course, Benny King of Stand By Me fame. Where else? Oh, Sam Cooke. Got to have some Sam Cooke. The smoothest voice in the history of music, probably. One of them, anyway. Love that song, You Send Me. And I got to put my glasses on because of the small print here. What else is on here? Wonderful World, Cupid. Oh, God. Having a Party. Great, great songs. Twisting the Night Away, Another Saturday Night. A Change Is Gonna Come. Great, great Sam Cooke. Unfortunately, he had a tragic ending to his life at a very, very early age. So he has to be included in any great artist collection here. 60s Soul. The Godfather, James Brown. Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. I Feel Good. I Got You. What else is on here? Get On Up, Get on the Good Foot, Love the Feeling, Popcorn, Please, Please, Please. Oh, man. Papa's Got a Brand New Bag. Just so much emotion and soul in his voice, and tremendous performer. Left it all on the stage. He's the Godfather. This is the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin. What can you say about Aretha? Respect, Think. Since You've Been Gone, landmark tunes. A Natural Woman, written by Carole King, and of course Aretha made it her own. Daydreaming, I Say a Little Prayer, The House That Jack Built, Spanish Harlem, Rock Steady. She had a string of hits herself. Fantastic artist. But the great Wilson Pickett, In the Midnight Hour, Land of a Thousand Dances, Mustang Sally. Oh my God. Funky Broadway. Love his sound. Wilson Pickett. Otis Redding, another guy that died. I think he's part of the 27 Club. He died in a plane crash as well. Had that big hit, Sitting on the Dock of the Bay, which came out posthumously. Try a Little Tenderness, of course, was a big one for him. I've Been Loving You Too Long. He also had a version of Respect on here. Great Otis Redding, backed by Booker T and the MGs on a lot of those records. Motown. We have all the staples of Motown, starting with Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. You know, they put out these anthologies, which are double CDs, just like 40 songs on each, and they're all worthy of owning. I don't think they're probably out of print by now, but I grabbed these up early. You have Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, the Temptations, who are my favorite Motown group, the Four Tops, another fantastic group from that era. Marvin Gaye, this is early Marvin Gaye before he left Motown and went out on his own. Stevie Wonder, of course, the Motown Stevie Wonder, and then this is Stevie Wonder, the original Music Aquarium, which has all of those hits from the albums that he released in the 70s, Superstition and Living for the City and Higher Ground and Boogie on Reggae Woman, I Wish, Isn't She Lovely, the great Stevie Wonder. And of course you have Diana Ross and the Supremes, who were the big ones on Motown with like 10 straight number one hits, and they set the pace for everybody. Their records were selling almost as equally as the Beatles during that era. This is one of my first albums that I ever bought. This is vinyl now. ABC Jackson 5. I think I was 12 years old when this album came out. They were a phenomenon on the Ed Sullivan Show with little Michael Jackson as the lead singer. And ABC was of course, the title track hit on that. Another late 60s, early 70s band that I absolutely loved was Sly and the Family Stone. This is their greatest hits package. There's Sly on the back, looking cool as hell. They played at Woodstock, sort of a funk, psychedelic, soul, pop even. I mean, they had it all going on. I Want to Take You Higher, Everybody's a Star, Dance to the Music, Everyday People, Stand, Hot Fun in the Summertime, Thank You for Letting Me Be Myself Again. Fantastic. Sly and the Family Stone, Rock and Roll Hall of Famers. Here's the Marvin Gaye album after he left and went on his own. He wrote this whole album, Marvin Gaye, What's Going On, 1971. He had his finger on the pulse of what was going on in the inner city at that time. We're talking about the Vietnam War going on and a lot of drugs, police brutality, racism, poverty. It's all in the lyrics of these songs here, written by Marvin Gaye. Fantastic album. Rolling Stone at one point had it as the number one album of all time. It's always in the top 10 when they do their polls. Great songs. In addition to the title track, you've got Mercy, Mercy Me, The Ecology, and Inner City Blues, Make Me Want to Holler. Great song. Here's Stevie Wonder's masterpiece, Songs in the Key of Life. Great double album here. Oh, what do I have inside? Oh, there's a single in here as well. A little extra single that was put into the album. I've had this so long I forgot it was in there. But this is a masterpiece. I Wish is on here. Isn't She Lovely? A lot of deep cuts. It just flows together beautifully. I love the cover. It's so 70s and colorful and psychedelic and cool as hell. Little bit late. Well, I forgot Jimi Hendrix. Got to have Jimi Hendrix. Already experienced. I forgot to show this. iconic album cover, the greatest guitarist who ever lived. His first album, I think his best, but it's debatable because he put out nothing but great work. Got a little Earth, Wind, and Fire for some 70s funk and dance music, and just a great old feeling here. It's the greatest hits compilation. 80s, I don't know why, but got caught up in that Prince wave in 1984 and bought this album, Purple Rain. I never really followed Prince throughout his whole career, but this was such a phenomenon when it came out on MTV and that type of thing. He was a superstar, multi-talented. He played pretty much every instrument, played them well. He sang, he wrote, he performed. He was amazing on stage. So I have a little Prince in my collection as well. And what else do we have here? Excuse me, I got some Michael Jackson. Again, not the biggest fan, but I got caught up in that 80s craze where everybody had to have Thriller and everybody had to have Off the Wall and great albums. His legend is tainted a little bit. His legacy is tainted because of what went down, but you can't argue with the talent and the music that he put out. And also Tracy Chapman, a great singer-songwriter. Love this album, Fast Car. This is her debut. This is the debut album. Fast Car was the hit. Beautifully written, autobiographical in nature. Just a fantastic artist. I thought she was going to have a huge career, but it really didn't take off the way we thought it would at that time. One more thing is I want to show a couple of compilations here for girl groups. These girl groups of the 60s, Chiffons, the Ronettes, the Crystals, the Shirelles, they were all over the radio. Phil Spector was behind a lot of that music, and I love the sound. It was so, I don't know, so peppy, so poppy, so full of fun and great records. Also, Motown had other groups that I don't have right here, but I have in my collection, such as Martha and the Vandellas and the Marvelettes, and they all should be included as well. Philly Soul, I didn't want to dig that out, but you got Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, and how about the Spinners and the OJs and the Stylistics. It goes on and on. A lot of great African-American music, and we want to celebrate that on Black History Month here in February. So thanks to Sam St. John for the original idea, and I wanted to just show what I had in my collection, and really just the tip of the iceberg. There's a lot of other stuff, but I don't want to make the video go on too long. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Sam, for the idea. Take care, everybody. Bye.